channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise. My channel is a haul most Saturdays. I try to upload things during the week depending on what I'm doing, vloggy things or my updating you on stuff, a haul like today. I do talk a lot. If you enjoy that type of thing and you fancy subscribing, there's a subscribe button down there somewhere. If you want to click the notification bell, you'll be notified when I do upload, because I have no set schedule for the ones during the week. Just the one on the Saturday is always at 5 o'clock. Give me a like if you enjoy today's video, and you can comment anything down below. Today is just a Poundland haul. It's just some random bits that I picked up for various reasons. I'm going to give you the prices because Poundland is not pound stuff anymore. It is whatever price they decide it's going to be. Yeah, I just randomly needed a few bits and bobs, and I just thought, well, why not haul it? Because that's what I do. I show you what I buy and when I buy it and how I buy it. I've actually had this stuff for now a couple of weeks, I guess. It's just one of those things that I keep meaning to do it, and then I end up not doing it. It's already taken me way longer to get to do it today than I was planning. I was planning to do it planning on doing it this morning, and it is now like 4:45 in the evening. That is just the way my life is at the moment. I'm not achieving much. I keep saying I'm going to do a video. I'm going to update. I'm going through a lot of stuff. And maybe if I do a video you can help me out, possibly. Don't know how it's going to go, don't know how to even explain things, so that hopefully is going to come later on in the week. Yeah, so today's haul is just, like I said, it's just Poundland, random reasons, random prices, so I'm just going to go through it with you. Just toothpaste. Toothpaste is a lot cheaper in Poundland. A lot of them are a pound. They do vary, but there was no reason for this. I don't have a, what do you call it? I'm not, I can't think of the words. My brain's not working as usual. I can have any toothpaste. When we don't have a regular toothpaste, I know some people just, it's a certain make or a certain brand or a certain whatever. Me and Corey just don't have that. So he was with me actually when I picked this up, and I made him pick because I couldn't decide. So he got the Colgate Triple Action. This is cavity protection, white teeth and fresh breath, and it was £1. We just needed toothpaste, what can I say? Now I did get the, these are bamboo cotton buds. Now a while back I have always bought the Johnson's cotton buds because they're the best ones. They were the best ones. So the last packet I bought, I did mention that they're not so good. They like the stick bends, and never used to do that. Somebody mentioned these to me, bamboo cotton buds. I didn't even realise they did them. Actually have opened them and tried them, and they're very good. So £1, and I think you get a silly amount in this. I have, oh yeah, it's there. It's right there. You can't really see too well. 300 buds for £1, so it's a pretty good deal. So yeah, I would recommend these ones. Now I've got 2 large tubs. They are really big. Got the green one for, I don't know why, it's got to use the green lid one for it. This is going to be for my spinach. When I clean my spinach, I usually, it just goes back in the bag with some paper towels. And it doesn't last very well. Somebody said the airtight container works better. So I'm just going to clean it all and put paper towels in the bottom and the top, and hopefully this will work better. And just, I don't know, it had to be a green lid. Was going to get an orange lid. Corey is obsessed with orange. I did mention to him after buying this one I was going to get another one, and it's going to be for all our snacks, because I want our snacks to be in one spot. We buy these snacks and they're just all over the house, because they don't have, not all over the house, like they're in the kitchen, the hallway, but there isn't a home for them. So I wanted a home for them, so we got the tub. Had to get the blue lid because they ran out of the orange lid. They now have me again because that's typical. And these are £2 each, and they're a 5 litre, so that's actually pretty good. Dishcloths. Now these are just the thin ones. They can be reused. I have a packet upstairs, not this exact type, but I bought them ages ago. I'd got a couple of rolls cheap sometime. I've had them for years. They just, I don't use these things that often, but I do like to have them in, and this is purely for lazy reasons. I have a packet upstairs that, you know, I have for the bathroom and stuff, and I don't have a packet downstairs, so I would have to go upstairs to get one. See, pure laziness. So I just picked one up. This was £1, so it can go down in the kitchen cupboard, so I don't have to go upstairs. Pure laziness. And there is 50 in a packet, so they're quite thin, but they can be reused quite a few times. I got these to do the toilets. Now, my toilets, the bowl is weird. So it's, you know, the bit underneath the water. So it should curve, because I had all these words earlier and my words are gone now. The pipe behind, so the water goes underneath, and it should be shaped like that, so you can just keep it clean, no problems. Mine doesn't. Mine has like a dip, so you have this bit, but so it goes down, and then you have this bit that goes like that, and then the smooth bit, and then another on the other side. So the lime scale gets stuck down the middle, and I scrub it and everything. It's just it just builds up there, and it's really hard to get rid of. I don't know if this is going to work it, but I just wanted a whole good, like, I feel like this would do a good deep clean. Like, it's supposed to foam up and all sorts, and I just liked the idea of it. I never buy things like this. It's just usually, you know, I use bleach and a lime scale cleaner that works really well. It's just that little bit I can't get to. So I thought I'd give this one a go. Now, I did see it the other day, and they had this in a pink packet, but I don't know the smell of the pink pack. When I went in again, they have two more. So they had this one, which is the lemon splash, and for some reason I remember the other one was a green one, and it's eucalyptus. The lemon and the eucalyptus are £1.50. You get 8 tablets in this, and the pink one is £2. Don't know why, but that's just, so obviously I'm going to go for the cheaper ones. 8 tablets in this, and it says you drop the tablet in and leave it for 20 minutes and it all foams up and stuff. I just feel like it's going to be a really good deep clean. It may not, but until I try it I won't know. This is also cruelty free and vegan as well, so that's always a bonus. If you remember, Corey's into Jaffa cakes, and the cheap ones, that they're not so cheap anymore, used to be cheap ones in Asda, are now 80p for the 12. This is 24 packs, and they're £1 each. You do need to check, because it all goes by weight, and they have 24 packs right next to it, but it says a different weight. This is the 300 and something, yeah, 300 gram. You get 24 cakes in that for £1. I was paying 12, 80p. So that's a really good saving. Hence the reason I picked up 2 of them. This has been recommended. I see a lot of things on Facebook, and then I screenshot them, and I remember this was on my screenshot. When I wash my hair and I dry it, my hair is just, it's always been frizzy. I do have serums, but I don't find they work very well. It could just be the way I use them, but this one's a cream, so I thought I'd give it a go. People are recommending it. It was £1.50, but I don't really see creams for frizziness. Most of the time it's like oils and serums and stuff like that, so I just thought I'd give that a go, and it was actually the last one on the shelf. This was £1. It's actually for Blossom. She mentioned a while ago that she wanted one, just randomly. This is the dust. It picks up the dust and stuff, but it's telescopic. So it's actually a telescopic one. That's what they call it, isn't it, when it opens up like that? So you can reach like the ceiling and the corners and stuff, and it's £1. So I just picked one up for her. I'm feeling like I should own one, but I'm not going to. So that's just for Blossom. Just a random thing there. Cooking liner. Now, I've never actually tried a cooking liner. I have pans in the oven, and we put either foil or parchment paper on it. But they don't last long, and you know, then you've got to bin them, and you've got to get more out of that. This one is like reusable. You just wash it in some like washing up liquid, and it's supposed to be a non-stick. So I picked up one. I will get more than one if they work, but it's like a really thin, material stuff. I thought it was worth a try. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but for £1 it's worth giving these a go if you don't know. I quite like the idea of the fact that it's reusable, because we do get through a fair bit. You know, things go in the oven every day. Corey pretty much cooks something in the oven every day after work. So that will save a lot in the long run, I feel. My favourite sponges, I've mentioned before, I like these ones. I like the 3 colours. They're also small, so they're actually half the size. They're not the full size of that. Because I've got small hands, it works well for me. I like the three colours I've mentioned before, because I have one for washing up, and then when that's no good, that will be downgraded to like cleaning the work surfaces, and I'll get another colour out for the washing up, and then I know the difference. And then they get cycled down to one for the toilets, and then that one gets binned, and we work our way through, so I always know which one's which. So I do like the ones with colours. And I picked up this one this time. I usually get like one with yellow, red and white, I think. Can't remember now. I use them all the time and I can't remember. But this was 10p cheaper, so it was 90p instead of £1 for 20, just because of the colours. But I think that they stopped doing them. I'm not sure. It might be one of those. But 10p for the, it doesn't matter what colour it is, does it? I got snack things for the snack box again. As I mentioned, I want to get individual packet ones so they can sit in that box. And don't think we've tried these before. Quite excited to try them. I usually go for like biscuits, chocolate bars, so cakes, and it's nice to have that as a change. These are the Milka ones, and they've got little chunks in them and a bit of sauce in it as well, which just sounds really nice. Milka's quite a nice brand. There was 5 of them, and then £1.25. And these, oh, sorry, my camera's all out. I'm actually looking at the items, not at the camera. I'm sorry, I feel like, oh, I hope I haven't done that for long. So these tea cakes, now if you've not had these before, they're like a biscuit base, but they're like a soft biscuit. So they're more like American type biscuits, you know, the chewy type at the bottom. They're not very crunchy. And then marshmallow on the top, and then the whole thing's covered in chocolate, and they're very, very nice. These are the sort of ones that I would eat these in sections. You know, you peel bits off and it takes a long time to get through them. That's why I like those type of things. And again, these will sit in the snack box as well. So it was a mini haul, but I think I did pretty well. I think it works out like 18 something. I'd have to add it all up to remember. As I mentioned before, I've been picking up bits over the past couple of weeks. I just didn't manage to haul it. So finally, our pound store haul is done. And I've just looked back at it because I just totaled the price up, because you should know the price, and it's silly of me not giving you the price at the end. And I realised I'd completely gone past this. So I mentioned a while ago that actually was after a cooking brush. I have a silicone one. I hate it. I just don't get on with it at all. Having a proper brush at the end is just, it picks up the oil or the butter or whatever and actually brushes it. With the silicone one, it just flicks everywhere, and I don't like it. But everywhere I've been looking, it's the silicone one. So I finally found one. It was £1 for one, which is a lot of money, because these things don't particularly last long. I mean, it's wood. When you're cooking, that's not the best, cleaning it and stuff. And the brush bits, they do fall out a lot. It's just, one just fell out when I did that. It's really not going to last long. So £1 is a lot, but I can't find it anywhere else, so I picked one up. So I just added it up and it came to 18.15 for that lot. So yeah, it's not terrible. You know, it's going to make my life easier having the spinach all in one. Like, hopefully it's going to last longer, and just not having bits of stuff all over the house with the containers and stuff. Just going to make life a bit easier, and we're all for doing that. Yeah, so that was my Poundland haul. I hope you enjoyed. I feel like this was going to be a little one. Trying to keep, if I'm doing a haul, keep it to the haul and not talk about other stuff. So Poundland haul is done. Hopefully I will get it up tonight. It really depends on how the evening goes. And I am planning on doing a chat. I do want to chat. Yeah, so if you think of anything that you want me to chat about, I am going to do a video. You know what I'm like, when I do actually start talking, I could end up talking about anything. So if I'll have it on a pad, and if it comes up, great. If it don't, it doesn't. But at least the option's there. So if you do want to, if you've got any questions or anything, put it down below and I can talk about them in the next video. Yeah, so I'm going to go now, otherwise I will start talking about other stuff, and I've just literally just said this is the haul, so try and stick to the haul. So I'm going. I hope you're having a lovely day. I am sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching them, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.